Hello from Swansea. It's drizzly. It's not great weather actually. Raining sideways at times, the rain. We're here at the HMT Sancta Maria Hospital in Swansea, as I say. We're here with 7 riders, including myself, from Storey Racing, and we're here to see Dr. Mark Ridgewell and his team who are doing our team medicals. Now every year we have team medicals to make sure that we look after the riders and it's really preventative health rather than looking at any specific problems that we know of, but the screenings sometimes do throw up some issues that need to be addressed a little bit later on. But there's a head screening, a head screening, I say head, it's a concussion screening in case of a head injury later on in the year. Obviously that's a big thing in cycling. If you crash and you've hit your head, we can see that from the helmet, and but obviously we need to have a protocol, and a head injury protocol is absolutely vital to make sure that if somebody does come off the bike that we know exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to look after them. Every rider will spend time with Dr. Mark, chatting through their medical history, any problems they might have. There's a couple of forms that they fill in for screening ahead of the medicals coming down here. One is a mental health questionnaire, another one is looking at their diet and their nutrition and how they view that. Within that they'll then go and see a nutritionist to discuss some specifics perhaps about their nutrition and anything they'd like to change. They'll also go to see a physio to have an assessment, and then that'll come out with a strength and conditioning session after that. And the strength and conditioning session, they address any of the challenges that have been found from the physio screening. So really looking at muscle imbalances, the efficiency of the way that the body moves, to make sure that for all those hours that we spend on the bike, that something isn't going to crop up. And again, it's a preventative thing. We don't want a rider up in their training or spending lots of time in one position and then discovering that they have an imbalance or a less efficient movement pattern, and that then has a knock-on effect in an injury. So the health screening there, the physio screening, is vital, and then the exercises that are given in the strength and conditioning screening, they provide the opportunity for the rider to get stronger, and it's tailored to each individual. So they're not going to be asked to go and lift Olympic weights in a gym unless that's one of the things that they want to do and have access to. Most of it is all body weight exercises using TheraBands and using other equipment that can just be used in the lounge, and a little bit like yoga and Pilates type exercises to give people that opportunity to use their own body weight to improve their strength and conditioning, and then ultimately to improve their performance on the bike. So yeah, with blood tests as well, and they'll come back in a few days, and also an ECG just to check on the heart. But as you can see, the rain on the camera, it's a pretty grim day out here. There's no bike riding involved, and we make sure that we keep that to a separate time. So everything today is just concentrated on each rider as individuals, so that they have the opportunity to address any issues and just make sure that they're happy and ready. And we do this in January, so there's a little bit of time to make any adjustments that might be needed before the season starts. So with the weather the way it is, I think I'll show you the hospital here behind me. I'm going to go inside and find out what my first session is going to be. So here we are, we're inside the HMT Sancta Maria Hospital. I'm just going to go down here. This is where the ECG screening is going to be, just down here. And then if I get to the bottom, there's going to be the nutrition screening further on. And then we'll have the physio screening. I think that's going to be up this way. So we've got the physio screening up here, but my first session is going to be with the blood test. So they're going to take the blood out of me to make sure that everything's working as it should do, and from there I'll go on to the ECG. So here we go, I'll just go into the first room now. I love this hospital, there's so many nooks and crannies. It's actually quite an old building, so HMT, who are really strong at helping people to get fit and healthy in the community, they're building a huge brand new hospital here in Swansea, and it's going to further the work that they do with the local people here and further afield. And we've been working with HMT as a team for the last 5 years or so, and their support as our medical service provider has just been absolutely invaluable. You can't really put a price on that support. If someone has had a crash, then you really need to know that you've got the experts on hand. So having Dr. Mark Ridgewell on the other end of a phone if someone's come off their bike has been absolutely vital, and we've sent them up to the St Hugh's Hospital in Grimsby before to be assessed by consultants and experts, and obviously there's the place down here in Swansea. I'm just in one of the waiting rooms, and there's some fantastic plans and pictures up for what's going to be happening at HMT down here in the new building. So there's the plans for the new building down nearer to the seaside, I think. And then if we come round here, there's the preliminary plans of the new hospital just over there. It really is a very exciting time for the hospital, being able to expand and be able to provide more opportunities to treat people and to be preventative with health. So I'm going to go out here now. As you can see, it's one long corridor off which all of the rooms are. I'm going to see if I can find some of the team, see what they've been up to. We've got a canteen room that we've been kind of basing ourselves in. There's also some of the HMT junior lads here, and they've been here for their medical screenings as well. But this is where the rider waiting room is, not too far from the food. I can spot Hannah, Monica, there's Mark, he's the manager of the junior team. Hello, there's Hannah. How's everyone getting on?
Good.
Here's Charlotte, here's...
Is it raining outside?
It is raining outside, I've just come inside. Yeah, a little bit wet. Go back to my swimming days. No, yeah, should have done my hair this morning. So where are we up to? Has everyone had a number of screenings this morning?
Just got a couple left to go.
Couple left to go.
Yeah.
No one fainted at the sight of a needle?
No.
That's usually the lads, actually.
Last year my blood stopped.
Your blood stopped?
So
You were clinically dead. So the strength and conditioning's gone well? Have you had that one?
Not yet, no.
Strength and conditioning, come see the nutritionist?
Not yet.
Not yet? Well, we best get Charlotte out the door then.
I've seen Mark.
You've
and
seen
had
Mark.
An ECG
Yeah,
and had my bloods.
excellent. And you've got to see Mark?
I've just got to see Dr. Mark, yeah.
Okay, and where are you up to, Lucy?
I've got a nutritionist in mind.
Nutritionist and Mark. And you strength and conditioned?
I haven't. I've got S&C, physio, nutritionist, and Mark to go.
Wow, Hannah,
Than me.
why are you sat down?
Come and get you.
All right, well, let's go and see if we can find someone else to give us a wave.
Okay, this is
This is Dr. Mark. Hi, Mark.
I thought you were doing a selfie.
No, I wasn't. I was doing selfies before. So this is the doctor I've been talking about on film, Dr. Mark. He's very cool, and I'll introduce you. Izzy?
Hi, I'm a med student.
Izzy's going to be doing my head injury protocol screening.
Absolutely.
So she's got my notes. SCAT 5.
Yeah,
There
it's
we
a
go.
baseline screen, so you can, if you do have a bump on the head, you have something to compare to, and to allow you to have a standardised recovery back to your full training.
There we go. I did speak about that on the video a little bit earlier, so it does sound like I have learnt something.
Yes,
In the
and
last
we just
few
have
years.
to work. I think there's some work to be done on how we incorporate a protocol suited precisely to cycling, as to how that how we gauge your training to get you back to full.
Yeah, there's a few symptoms that you've got to look out for, isn't
Yes, absolutely, and what training is appropriate for someone of your level.
there? Yeah, brilliant. Right, well, let's get on.
Alright.
Here we are.
Yes, please.
That's even a thing anymore. Are you doing it without looking at your feet?
You can look wherever you want at the moment.
Okay. So that was the head screening, the concussion screening. So if I fall off my bike, they've got the SCAT 5 there, so they can have a look at me a little bit. They try and check that I'm ready to get back on my bike. So I think now I just need to get into the echo, and then it might be lunchtime. So as if by magic, here's the echo room. It's been a really good day. I love these weekends because we learn so much, don't we?
Yeah, I think as well it's really nice to be as a team and to share what you've learned as well. Not just like from the weekend but the whole year. That's
Yeah,
really important.
and I think the way that the team, Mark and the team, kind of bring us all together and get us thinking about our individual things, making us kind of really hone down on what's specific and important.
Yeah.
It allows you to take it away, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. There's so much kind of every time you do one of these kind of weekends you kind of learn so much more. you know that that's kind of how you in your training and therefore your performance.
So you did strength and conditioning, and then well, after the physio bit, was that the bit that kind of gave you the most? Do you think?
Yeah, for me, like we're constantly looking at my S&C, looking for different ideas. I get support from the Storey Institute of Sport, so I'm based there, my S&C. But it's always good to get different angles and different perspectives, particularly having CP, because everyone knows something different.
And having a look back to Swansea, weather's awful. But yeah, I guess that's the beauty of it, coming together and just finding out those new things and being able to take it into the season. The head injury protocol, you've experienced falling off. Knowing how to come back after that, it's important, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really important. And to have a baseline test to know exactly where you are for that, in case something does happen during the season, everyone has an understanding of you and where your head's at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, knowing where your head's at can be half the battle, can't it?
Yeah.
Knowing that you're coming back and you've got none of those other symptoms. Echo for some ACG rather. Nutrition. You learn something every time in nutrition.
Yeah. Oh yeah, really important stuff.
So we found out that too much vitamin C, was that?
Yeah, so someone found out that too much vitamin C doesn't allow you to adapt to your training properly. It sort of mutes it. Who knew?
So it's important because, but of course, you're taking all these vitamins and making sure you've got that diet so that you prevent, coughs and colds, especially this time of year. So you've got to find that balance.
Yeah.
Balance with everything in moderation. It's one of our mottos, I think, isn't it? Well, there we go. So it's been a great weekend. Thank you for coming down. I'm glad we've all had a great time. So until the next time, we'll say goodbye.